Right then guys, I want to talk about minimum pricing. So £10 lawns. So Great Gardener, actually it's very funny and it's very weird how these things sort of work out. So Great Gardener was doing a video where he was talking about minimum pricing, £10 jobs. My personal opinion on jobs like that and pricing like that is the more trouble than it's worth. But you do get these small lawns that you think to yourself, oh, I'll just chuck that little bit extra on. So I'm in this area, I come every fortnight, and this lady that I do now, it's a set price, set visit, and a little old lady just potted up and she says, would you be able to cut my grass for me, and I'll show you the lawn in a bit. And I said, yeah, of course I will, Ducky. And immediately you just think to yourself, right, I'm already here, I'll just chuck on, you know, because it's only a small lawn, you know, you think it's a tenner, you know, I'll just get it done for you. But I've learnt my lesson over that, and I'll tell you how much I charge for it. I've charged £20. I think that's fair price for it. It makes it worthwhile coming over here just for that. You know, I'm not going miles out my way just to service one property, but that's what you've got to remember. If it is that you do a £10 lawn and you lose your main customer, well, you've then got a £10 lawn that you need to travel for. But then as well, if you're doing it as a £10 lawn, you're automatically telling the customer that you're going to do it cheap, which is fine just for grass, I suppose, because you've already got your mower and you already got your stuff. But what happens if they say to you, oh, could you cut my hedge for me? Are they expecting £10 prices? You know, yes, you're making it clear to them that you can give them a good price, but sometimes that might not be enough. So I'll show you this lawn in a little bit, but yeah, stick to your pricing, guys. So we're going from there to this one. Like I said, literally over the road. And this is the lawn in question. As you can see, very small, very postage stamp-esque. Some people might be thinking £20 too much, but £20 to come here with your own stuff from your property, I think is more than reasonable. So we'll get it done, guys. So done. It's not an epic transformation, it's just a grass cut, but yeah, all done for the lady. So I'll talk a little bit more in the van shortly. So she's now booked in as a regular customer, and like I said, stick to your pricing, whether it's your minimum price or the price it should be. I'll give you a few snippets. I've done various jobs like this where it's a tenner for a grass cut, you know, token pricing almost. I do believe in token pricing, but you know, these sort of jobs where it's too small and you think, I'll just chuck a tenner on. I think every single one that I've ever done, they're the ones that cause the most problems, the most stress, and eventually they end up letting you down. Whether it's because they're stingy to begin with and £10 too much, or whether because you're charging too little, they underestimate and undervalue your services. But like I said, guys, charge your worth and charge what you need to charge. So have a good day, guys. Keep on gardening.